everyone. It's been a couple weeks, but we're gonna try and sit and play a good chunk of the game now. No, I don't want to read more pages. Okay, we're gonna do some housework and read pages. The greater titans, in the words of Under King Or's the sea sojourner. The stars shine strange beneath the sea. This one dared rise from the waters so that he could see them plain, the burning essence of those who came before. Our lives are but a quest to join the stars. This one longed to be the brightest, but in the downside, this one met those whose own stars shall doubtless burn at least as hot. Together, we achieved great deeds. You may have seen some evidence of it, the remains of the greater titans, which once darkened this dark land, but in our kinship was the strength to conquer them. It is this one's humble charge to chronicle those deeds, and may the Titan stars never stain the sky during your time. Wait, did I already read this page? Did I need to read this page? No! Sung Grease, in the words of Under King Or's the sea sojourner. Know you the sacred Mount Elodial, the highest peak within the lowest land? Then know that it is no mere mountain, but the fractured bonework of the world Titan himself, the archbeast Sungrease. Or Sungrease. Sungrise? No, it could be Sundries if it was a D. Okay. This one's bog-dwelling companion, Malith, is too mild in her account of our ascent. 'Twas not a pleasant mountain hike, but a pitched battle spanning 17 full moons. Finally, the 8 of us, we climbed atop the brow of old Sungrease. We merged our strength and struck the mortal blow, such that the archbeast shattered finally to pieces. 'Tis no mere myth that from the archbeast's eye the shimmer pool emerged, the sole means of freedom from this land. Is this my... Am I on the liberation right? We're gonna find out. The tempers, the words of Haub the Swallow the Accursed. Mur, the Horned One, formed the tempers upon his own ideals. Ingrained in this triumvirate are basic truths about the dual roles of strength and gentleness. The Horned One, he has a dualistic nature for as long as he and I consider each a friend. The stories I am told about Mur's youth describe no one I know. All of us are capable of more. I once was an imp that could not write. Mur once was a man that could not think. The tempers once were ordinary folk. Now they rise to greatness, always striving, never overreaching. They are not like Mur himself, rather, they are what Mur wished he could be. Okay. Where is... What's happening in here? Oh, a new biography from Sir Gilman. That's right, I got rid of Hedwyn. Oh my god, I never read the biographies of the other two. I'm so sorry, everyone. Scorpus. Crime, none. Motive, not applicable. Here's exiled 3. 4. Unknown. I don't know anything about my girly. Oh my goodness, this better not be a liberation rate. No. This is, I completely forgot to talk to Jodario, but we're facing, I don't want Bertrude's decks. Where is Wilfred's planner? I think this group is truly beginning to get together. Perhaps soon Nightwing shall be superior even to their glory days. Right, till next deliberation. Okay, so we'll most likely fight Chastity or maybe the Withdrawn. Or. You approach Jodariel, who seems to be busy explaining something to Sir Gilman. And so fainting left against them proves to be reliable. They all lead with their right wings when they choose to strike. They are quick but can leave themselves quite vulnerable. Such sage counsel, madam. This knight feels most emboldened should he ever again be forced to confront the high-wing remnants in single combat. Pray you never shall. Being here, I suppose it is unlikely. She notices you then. Reader, the good knight and I were just comparing survival strategies we picked up on the Blood Border. Reminiscing on old times, it could be called. Blood Border, the northern edge of the Commonwealth, is a flat and vulnerable expanse. The high-wing remnants seized upon it at every opportunity, from the cover of clouds or darkness. Indeed! The good Jodariel has volunteered to become this knight's master at arms, should we ever achieve our liberty together. And this knight humbly accepted. What? I said no such thing. I owe you nothing, Worm. Ah, but the finest lessons are the harshest made, madam. This knight is overjoyed that you would thusly train him as your protege. Reader, spare me. Please. You somehow managed to steer the subject back to military tactics. This knight is most impressed with your familiarity with the finer points of being sliced to ribbons by the high-wing remnants, Master Reader. Sir Gilman and Jodariel continue the conversation for some time. You sense they are in relatively good spirits, all things considered. You call upon me for some purpose, my reader. I want to talk to you. No! Okay. Alright, let's lose to the accusers. Okay. Hold on, we gotta look for points of interest. It's important. Cairn of how... joins you as you soar high above the storm-ravaged waters on approach to the infamous Isle of Kalamer. Among its cursed qualities, it seems this wretched storm means I cannot rightly smoke. One of the downside's small misfortunes, I suppose. The wagon's drive-imps seem not to mind, at least. In fact, they seem more animated now even than usual, sir. Perhaps they feel some sort of connection to this place. Tariq, do you suppose the accusers were able to make it here intact? They ought to have seen it in the stars, though we soon shall know for certain. That we shall. Take us in, please, reader. Leaving you with time for your vacations. No, vacations. You make landing within the Deathless Tempest, far west of where you first breached through to the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden amid these waters, though for now you have some time left before continuing onward. I must read another page. Unfortunate. Deathless Tempest, in the words of Molten Malith. We waited for the Deathless Tempest to subside. We waited, but the Underking, he merely laughed and laughed, for the Deathless Tempest does not subside. What lies beneath that stretch of sea to cause such an upheaval is best left to myth and speculation. We made passage nonetheless, through sorcerous aid and fortune, scarce seeing the surrounding environs. We did detect a landform to the west. Solely Amir detected there the presence of the treacherous aid who lured him into exile, and then followed him in turn. Mur, in his wisdom, thought it best to be avoided. At last did we arrive on distant lands, though seeing them provided little comfort. A tiny tempest, entertaining but would unleash calamity if it ever were to be unbottled. It keeps it from the Deathless Tempest. Jodariel has seemed more reserved even than usual since her confrontation with Ignarius and the Tempers. Nonetheless, she addresses you. Tell me something, reader. Back where you came from, did you have someone whom you considered close? Say there was someone? Say there was no one? Say nothing. Say there was someone. You mentioned briefly to Jodariel about a past relationship that meant something to you. She shows no reaction to the details, but you can tell that she is listening. I see. I had someone as well. It is something which did not end well, but there were times. She trails off. We had our times. She looks up at you then. That Ignarius. He's a base fool. We have not a thing in common save a set of horns. Yet, here I am, drawing comparisons of how I felt at times back in the Commonwealth while speaking to you of him. I'm a little old to be having such thoughts, reader, especially in a place such as this. Thank you for your time. Do not reveal this to the others. It is a trifling matter and not to be of anyone's concern, especially not mine. Quickly. Ignaria should be need to not see it. I'm gonna do it. You admit, not without some degree of difficulty, that you have grown to care for her yourself. You understand full well how Ignarius must feel. You knew from the first that you had never met anyone like her, but you could never have surmised the degree to which this turned out to be true. Dario says nothing at first. She called me brave. Brave of you to say. Such flattery. How brave of you to say. In turn, and as this conversation demonstrates, I have come to value your kinship. But we shall have to draw a boundary there, for a variety of reasons. I understand! Because I'm gonna have to liberate you at some point. Ah! It's okay. She knows. She knows how much I love her. I know I am not being delicate, but you and I both understand, I think, how feelings operate. Please forgive me mine. I care for you, and I am grateful that you care for me. It's okay, we can be friends. She departs with a nod. You sense her mood grown darker for the moment, not because of anything you said, oh thank God, but because of how she knows she made you feel. No, don't feel bad, bestie. It's okay. You're not a real character. A foreboding feeling stuck with you since your arrival in the murky waters of Sharp Shoal, an icy floe near the Isle of Kalimur is sturdy enough for landing. Even once proud Wyrm Knights of the Sea Dominion tend to avoid the cold here. Some of it spreads to others in the groups. Tizo does not like being here right now. Being stuck out here like this sure isn't doing me any favors. You decide to focus on pursuing your vocations until the Black Wagon is ready to move on. We're gonna grant more small global bonuses. I think it is helpful. Locate a secluded area nearby where you should be able to study the Book of Rites. Though greater understanding comes the reader's influence. I do, plus hope. You extract a deeper meaning from the words and teachings of the Book of Rites when you feel in your core yet struggle to articulate. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Ugh, all Nightwings game, +2 hope. I can't believe I never used the vocations before. I am a goober. Okay, let's go fight the accusers then. Here in the dark waters of Deathless Tempest, you encounter a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors from the other side. The news this time pertains to Hedwyn, whom you liberated at the fall of Solium. You learned Hedwyn returned safely to the Commonwealth, where he was clothed and welcome, his past transgressions all forgiven. He has to be groomed for a leadership position of his choice, whether on the Council or the Blood Border, each equally as lucrative and secretive as well. However, he refused, and before the stunned council members could do anything about it, he left them. He's since made contact with Wolfred's agents and is working together with them. Thus, the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. Per the messenger custom, the last part of the message was transcribed from Hedwyn word for word and says, "Keep going. I'll see you here." You thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Soon your companions are all abuzz about it. Tizo is happy to hear Hedwyn is well back in the Commonwealth. He did it. A glorious example of Hedwyn sets for all of us. Wonder if he'll ever find the one he fell for. May that boy's spirit infect the lot of ye as what a plague. Yeah, that's how it's done, Hedwyn. Right behind you, chum. The news of Hedwyn's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. We gain +1 hope! Yay! Look at us go! Look at us gaming! Look at us. I'm so proud. Okay, let's go lose. Your wagon shudders to a halt at the Isle of Kalimur. Bizarre outcroppings give it a foreboding feel. In the distance, you hear odd gibbering noises that sound like drive imps? What you got for me? Whoa, guys, how'd you find me all the way out here? I mean, this is for extra special customers. I'm only joking, You're the only customers I got. Got you again, only joking about that too, because I got tons of customers. It's just they already bought a lot of stuff today, so they're not here, okay? Anyways, I just got in a little something here, which maybe you'll be into. Been hearing about these little numbers for a while. Check them out. He reveals to you a set of twin wings. Old band. Ooh. And a ruined band. Oh, those are really nice. fingers. Thinking these fingers are supposed to be for a couple of lovebirds, know what I mean? That anybody could probably use them, provided they was to buy them off of me. Duh, I was gonna get them for myself, but anyways, know if you want them. Let me know if you want them. Oh, I can't afford them without selling things. I'm gonna sell that. That way. Burst. God, that seems nice. I bought too many things early game. I needed to save more. I might sell you. I'm not. I'm gonna hold on to that. Still. On that. Tell all your friends about us because I already told mine. Tizo, don't make those sad sounds. Don't make that sad face. The Isle of Kaelmer. The traitor, in the words of Luce Glory and 100 Vines, the scholar. The traitor Kaelmer Ropecaller, whereas he brought about our empire's fall, whereas he nearly claimed the life of our dear Solium, we forgive him. We have forgiven him. We give a certain thanks to him, for he has played a vital part in the Star's plan. If not for him, then we, the Eight, would never have aligned. We never found the Ropecaller. He fled into the sea towards an isle, which we knew well to avoid. 'Twas there we think that Kaelmer's tattered mantle finally did him in among the wild imps. Should the stars ever converge above that isle, it shall be to signify that their long dance across the skies is drawing to a close. Tizo seems to be in the midst of conversation with the lone minstrel as you approach the two of them. The little imp appears perturbed about something. And above all, he was very, very loyal. Fiercely so, in fact. All throughout the land he knew better than to underestimate him in spite of his little stature. In that respect, Tizo, and in many others, I might add, your great-grandfather was very much like you. Tizo seems to be asking the lone minstrel to confirm he is not playing some sort of prank. Hi, I'm being serious. Have you known me to be the jesting sort? Tizo seems to be admitting the lone minstrel has always been sincere with him. Ah, Tizo, I love you! God, sorry, I just got possessed with emotion. Just so. Then please do not denigrate yourself, for you are not only his heir, but you are my remaining link to him, and thus to all the Eight. And more importantly, you are my friend. Tizo is grateful to the lone minstrel for his kind words and considers him a friend as well. The Nightwings need you now, more so than ever. Then the lone minstrel turns to you. Is that not so, reader? I do! Tizo is not only is important to the group, but seems to need a boost of confidence. You concur with Lone Minstrel's assessment of Tizo as a most remarkable and irreplaceable member of the group. He is an extraordinary imp indeed. At this, Tizo rushes up to you and gives you an imp hug! Tizo is grateful to you for your kindness and your support of him! Tizo bounds off happily as the Lone Minstrel looks on. And there he goes. Thank you indeed, reader. Tizo sometimes loses sight of all that makes him special, a quality uncharacteristic of his kind, but not so much uncommon among yours. Once there was a time when he was the sole imp able to conduct the rites. Since then, however, other triumvirates have found imps with the capacity for it. They make for useful allies, no? More than willing to conduct the rites whilst having no desire to leave this place. Although little Tizo does have dreams of visiting the Commonwealth. And we'll get you there, Tizo! In any case, I am certain he shall continue to serve the Nightwings faithfully. The Lone Minstrel bows his head on his way out, bidding you a good rest of the afternoon. Okay, maybe I do use Tizo, because he's got +4 hope. That's really good. Okay. We will commence the rite. You stand before the bizarre outcroppings of the Isle of Kaelmer. The sky darkens, and in the distance you hear the sound of gibbering creatures growing louder. The sound of it is unnerving enough that your fellow exiles remain quiet, their eyes affixed to the stars above. Soon, something in the sky above begins to stir. Reveal your secrets to me, stars. I will not be taking on any crimes.
Lord Gandroth.
No. No, no. I lost to the accusers last time. I can't do it again. That's just embarrassing.
A glorious eve to you as ever, O you exiles of the Nightwings. The 8 scribes dragged you all the way into the blasphemous Isle of Kaelma. Here you are to be surrounded by even more gibbering nitwits than usual. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be
This is
the
a new layout.
accusers. Snuff out their pyre's flame and show your worth. Now prepare yourselves.
We're ready for you, Nightwings. Come, accusers, let us crush them and be done here quickly. God, plus 35.
Who shall conduct this rite?
10 seconds, it's so long. 6 point. Give this to you. I am gonna bring Bertha. Bertrude, not Bertha. I think I'm gonna bring Rookie. And do I bring Tizo? Okay, I'll bring Tizo.
Tizo.
I wanted to bring Jodariel, but
Is cast.
we're not gonna be greedy with it. As the rite commences, the imps throughout the cavernous area roar with excitement. Our struggles and our plan. The entertainment to these lonesome creatures. Begging your pardon, sir, the imps of the Isle are quite passionate about the rites. Just now they offered a bounty in soul. And if our triumvirate proves worthy, don't do this to me! They would pay us? In exchange for what exactly? And where did they get the soul, for that matter? My understanding is they wish to see us perform various feats of glory. As for the source of their wealth, who can say how much soul lies lost within the sea? Feats of glory are flashy displays of mastery in the rites, which certain types of imp are willing to pay to see. Reader, it may seem beneath you, but the opportunity is real if the soul could be a benefit. It could! Reader, indeed. Then, reader, my kin, it is yours to decide if entertaining these sad creatures is a justifiable distraction during these affairs. We trust your judgment. Now let us not distract you further here. Feats of glory. Salute the imps.
Now begin. How comical.
Ooh.
The Nightwings assert themselves thusly.
Banish 2x.
Zap.
No, straight.
Tizo banished. A stroke of luck is all. Yes.
Yes, I did just hippity hop to destroy, to throw Tizo away.
The triumvirate is closer than the other. Remember
I
everything which you
don't remember which button it
dear.
is to jump. Is it space? Hold still, you misbegotten little pox. We are not finished with you yet. Tizo utters at Lendl a slew of the absolute worst infinity. Tell him, Tizo. Your curses could not possibly affect me any further, you foul spawn, for you have taken everything from me already. But if I am to be trapped in this forsaken hole with you for the remainder of my days, then I shall see to it that yours shall be as doleful as my own.
That Lendl certainly enjoys a rousing speech, though talk means nothing in the rites. That Bertrude's faster than she looks.
I'm a slippery little lady. I keep forgetting which button it is that I need to jump. It's not T, T is saluting. The imps grow more and more agitated with each passing moment. Some start spilling onto the sacred grounds. Blasted creatures, these imps! Get out of here, you! Stay out of our way!
What are those blasted creatures doing? This is a sacred tradition, not some boorish spectacle. Lendl banished. Now then.
I just ran straight into it. No.
It was almost cruel. Now that is how to snarl.
Keep forgetting I have to look. What button is jump? Is it W?
Now end the ceremony.
We all saw that, right? We all saw me be such a goose.
The orb.
I'm an angry dog. Bark, 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 bark.
The Nightwings prevail yet again.
Yeah!
And what a crushing victory it was.
Justice for Tizo!
The rite is complete.
Blast. That a decorated constable of the Commonwealth should end up having to consort with fools as these in these accursed robes on miserable circumstances. Those damned scribes certainly exist, for it is clear they have no love for me or anyone of decent birth and station. Our adversary would appear to be most flustered by his failure. I'm not gonna make that sound. Oh, but don't you feel all sorry for him, though? After everything he's been through.
What stirs now in the hearts of
Oh, I
these
did it! I
exiles?
did justice for Tizo!
Understanding deepens in the mind of the imp Tizo.
Tizo gives thanks to Help the Swallow for watching over and protecting him. I know I love this. I think this is a much stronger path. Actually, I didn't fully look at everything Tizo was doing.
The ancient
Why?
throne called Bertrude.
Thus does our grasp of ancient sorceries grow ever stronger still. Oh, I didn't do her voice. I'm sorry, everyone. Well, Bertrand's Pyre has less points than the adversary. Deal -10? Once per... That doesn't make any sense. Oh.
The secrets of the Wild Witch revealed. Until the stars align.
I guess because Bertrude's not really friend or foe, that makes sense that her ultimate masteries would maybe be a little hurtful. Plus, I'm not sure. After you and your fellow exiles thwarted the accusers, you find the lone minstrel tending to one of your own. Tizo seems to be unwell, although you cannot sense why. How are you feeling, sir? Tizo feels fatigued and lethargic all of a sudden! I see. Then please do not exert yourself or try. Lone minstrel motions for you to come closer. Rito. Tizo appeared rather disoriented and more fatigued than usual. Reported feeling not entirely present. Symptoms of banishment sickness, an ailment suffered by those who frequently conduct the rites, debilitating but fleeting the sense of loss. Have I been using you too much, Tizo? The sense of loss and isolation during banishment sometimes extends beyond that time. You should be able to take part in light activities, I think, but under no circumstance shall he be able to conduct— Of course, no. Rest for Tizo. I've been relying on you too much, my zippy little boy. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm imprinting on fictional characters. Whomst amongst us is free of that sin, may I ask? Now then, I ought not to keep you from the stars above. Please, go and have a look at them. For all of us, I think, are anxious to depart this place. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. These have got banishment sickness. Okay. What nightmare are we going to? Fought them twice. Fought them once, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna be... I only have the option of fighting them. Look at Voltron's planner. Has anything changed? Okay, then I gotta fight. Upsetty Spaghetti. I think I'm gonna fight them at the Liberation. So I think we have to go fight Sir Deluge. Hatred. I know, Ripley, it sucks. Probably hear her rolling around in the back. Is this night to understand that we shall soon confront Sir Deluge and the Pyre Hearts once more? Then this is to be a most exciting time. This night's one-time commanding officer, imagine if you will, a worm without the slightest trace of bravery. Sir Gilman then recants his tale of Sir Deluge's past and how it is that they wound up together in the downside. Sir Deluge, a worm knight of the Sea Dominion and former ally of Sir Gilman, he lacks the sort of courage for which his kind is known, yet somehow leads the Pyre Hearts anyway. I had to let my dog out of the room because she's just a little baby and needs to go explore the house. Some worms born under the Sea Dominion's waters sought life's meaning on dry land. The Commonwealth recognized their chivalrous traditions and soon put them to use. Sir Deluge was just another bit of frontline fodder in the war against the High Wing remnants, yet time and again he distinguished himself for one simple reason: he would not die. His unusual instinct for self-preservation kept him safe in many battles, and over time he was repeatedly promoted for lack of any real competition. Then, in the Battle of the Spiral Sanctum, when retreat certainly was not an option, Sir Deluge retreated anyway. This was a breaking point, and he at last was sentenced into exile. In the downside, he sought water, where he made contact with Sir Gilman and other members of his kind. They all saluted him as their superior. The other knights had little choice but to respect his rank. As the Pyre Hearts, they conduct the rites in the name of their great hero, the Underking Ors, while adhering to their strict code. This knight might not have failed quite so miserably at the Battle of the Spiral Sanctum. We're gonna ignore what I almost said. At the Battle of the Spiral Sanctum, had his entire regiment not turned into disarray after Sir Deluge fled. Perhaps by confronting his former commander, this knight's own honor may be regained in part. For now, however, this knight must beg your leave. You say goodnight to Sir Gilman in turn. There is no time to make flight preparations now, though in the morning we'll press on once more. Who wants to chit-chat? Age revealed the accusers. Rookie. In the words of Howd the Swallow, the accursed. The accusers formed under Golathanian. He is a big man. He values justice, loyalty, steadfastness. Golathanian, he says... What? Golathanian, he says that the accusers take their name from one of the most accomplished legions from his former military days. All among them, in fact, served the Master General at one time. They represent the stout... I'm dying. They represent the stoutest-hearted people of the Empire who held true to Mirror and Golathanian to the end. The golden colors of their raiments are reminiscent of their old shining armor, is his claim. Ever shall they seek out those with the truest spirits and the strongest sense of purpose to replenish their ranks. Okay. Rookie! You thought Rookie was trying to get your attention, but soon realized his attention is fixated on somebody else. Might I assist you with something there, Mr. Greentail? Rookie has not struck you as the sort to ever be at a loss for words, and yet... I was just, trying to see if maybe... Pamitha gives a laugh, not in an unkind way. At ease, Rookie darling. You should know I have no immediate plans to snatch you up and eat you for a snack, if that was your concern. No, what is it then, Look, I got this really stupid question here, been bugging me is all. It's just, us curs, we don't have many run-ins with you folks, and so... What is your really stupid question, Rookie darling? Okay, here goes. How come you always wear that hat? Pamitha remained silent for a time. Then... This helm was given to me by my blood sister on the night of my first kill. Slowly, she reaches for the helm. Rookie Greentail, this helm... She's so pretty. It means nothing to me now. I want you to keep it. What?! Then Pamitha begins to laugh again. Come on, Rookie darling. You have got to stop being so serious around me all the time. I don't bite. Besides, we seem to make a decent enough team out there, I think. You're pretty quick. Rookie laughs, rather sheepishly. Alright. You got me pretty good there, sister. So, that stuff you said about the hat then? Total nonsense. Mostly. I just happen to like it. So, you're saying I can't keep it? If I get out of here before you, Mr. Greentail, it's all yours. It's a deal! He skitters off before Pamitha can respond. She simply shrugs at you and smiles. Alright, let's get going. We have more vocations to run. I forgot I have to hold W. Any other points of interest? No? We fly. Aha. The hidden glade of Lu is nigh impossible to find on foot, though there it lies below us, protected even now by the enchantment of Lu's glory and 100 mines. I understand the river named for him is rather famous in your commonwealth? The mouth of the river Sglorian opens wide not very far from here. The largest river on the other side, which cascades down eternally into the downside. Begone, to distant lands beneath our own, more suited to your kind. The sentencing ceremony. It was there that limbless Erizek was defeated, turning the region lush and livable, at least for certain Denzians. Although, of course, not everyone believes this. The root titan, vanquished by the scribe Lu Sglorian. Erizek yet lives, a husk, a single foul seed, still rotting where once something mighty stood. The Deliverance. Your adversaries, the Pyre Hearts, must be working to find their way there even now. Good fortune in your right against them, reader. I yearn for the stardust! Your wagon touches down in Black Basin where you first met Volfred and Pamitha as well. You briefly wonder at what might have happened had your paths not crossed as you consider what to do with the remains of the afternoon. Yarn. Or Stardust! Ah, there you are, reader. Shall we get going, then? You accompany the lone minstrel on an excursion through the leaves and branches of Cinderroot, where it seems the stars themselves recently shed some of their splendor. Collecting stardust is a laborious and delicate process, though some find it rather meditative. A substance of celestial origin used to enhance a talisman's effects, the stars themselves are the instigators of the rites. In time, you've gathered a good supply of the stuff and returned together to rejoin the others. +10! It shimmers with an odd light. Let me go to Needlefield. To the Glade of Lu to fight Sir Deluge, the nerd. I don't want to fight him too much. Bring Birchroot again. I'll see who else needs some, some shinies. Oh, hey you guys! Oh, it's nice to see some more customers because, I don't always get too much around here, and sometimes it gets kind of lonely here, I guess. So expensive. I'm gonna sell this. I don't think I'm at a point where money is really the goal. Because I think that'll be. Oh, yeah. I think these are helpful. I'm gonna take at least one. No. I feel like there was something here that costed 200. What was it? Yeah. I'm gonna hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on. You guys take care, okay? And thanks for doing business. Nobody has anything. Sandra has no scribe rights. Scribe trials. As you await the stars, a form dressed in the raiments of the rites approaches you and Volfred. You at first presume it for one of your next adversaries, the Pyre Hearts, but he cannot be one of them. Beside you, Volfred starts, something you have never seen him do. You observe the colors that he wears, an inverse of the Nightwings. Volfred Sandalwood. It has been a while. No, this cannot be. The demon unfastens his mask. He's gorgeous! It can. You perished. I watched you fall. You did. I grieved for years, yet now you live. I do. Although these horns, they grow longer ere I could walk again. Unbelievable. Then, why are you here now, Orlech? He's a former exile of the Nightwings, betrayed and abandoned in his moment of glory. And I bet Sandra is the other teammate. You know full well, Volfred, to reclaim what is mine by right. The demon Orlech leaves without another word, just as the stars above burst to life and seem to set the sky aflame. Forbidden lore! Oh, we're really cooking now, boys. We're really going. Oh, that's hard.
Endria the Widow.
I feel like I should.
Beast Sungrease.
But everybody already has like plus 35 to their Pyre. No, I am not going to use the Titan Stars. sorry if that makes this lame, everyone. But I'm not doing it.
Reader, what lunacy is this? 'Twould appear the Nightwings are to stand against themselves this time around. This is a mutiny in violation of the sacred law. The exile whom you face, Oralek. Long ago he had his chance, and he relinquished it. He cannot simply claim it now. And I cannot preside over this nonsense. Good night.
What happened to the Pyre hearts? The stars showed we were to face them. They must have suffered a misfortune of some sort. Tampering with the stars' designs is not permitted, Orlek. Cheating the worthy of their rightful liberty is not permitted either, Wolfred. You must know I took no part in that betrayal. Search your heart. Orlek says nothing for a time. Then, where are your raiments, Wolfred? I have refused to wear them since, and show of solidarity to you. And to elude the voice, I would suppose. Yes, that too. I see. You were never very good at this anyway. We shall see if that new lot of yours is any better. You cannot be serious. What sense is there in us standing against each other? But Orlek puts on his mask and stands ready. I shall crush this lot of yours, Wolfred. You shall see that I am not so easily discarded, and you shall not deny my liberty again. I'm getting stressed. Reader, the adversary whom we face, Orlek, he is not one to back down. He was very experienced in the rites, even at the time, and so, beware. There was no one in his day who could prevail against him, and he appears even stronger now. I wish I had more valuable advice to give. In this, I wish I had foreseen this. They don't have any talisman. Choose you. And I think we'll bring Jodariel. And I'm gonna bring Bertrude. I'm gonna switch the talisman. This is just really helpful. I don't think any of you will get... Bertrude might, but... Such a triumvirate you have assembled, Wolfred. Then let us see what they can do. Come and face me, false Nightwings. That... no, I'm not false. I freed 2 people. Oh, okay. Okay, why did I do that? Oh, this is really painful. Oh my god, this is actually so horrible. No, I can't. I'm so bad at this. Douse Pyre without being banished. Ugh. already failed the Douse Pyre without being banished, but I think we all already knew that. Oh, but I just did that. Okay, let's go, Richard. We're coming back, baby. I shall not give in to you, false Nightwings. Not while I draw breath. I was so arrogant there, and I'm absolutely gonna pay for it now. And, yep. Cripes. Cripes. Okay. Come on, Jadariel. I just need to get it further away. I did not breathe at all during that last. Okay. Okay, I deserve that. Okay. This is really freaking hard. No, I was right there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Orlek is a pain. And that was without any Titan stars or them having any items. You who call yourselves the Nightwings. It seems that you have learned something from Sandalwood after all. But you are the Nightwings in name only, and as for the rights, it is a mockery of what it once stood for. All of this, a stain upon the legacy of the scribes. Wilfred looks on as Orlek departs without another word. Orlek, forgive me. Oh, I want to throw up. I'm stressed. The strange designs of the 8 scribes. Their everlasting sorceries are strong within this land, and we shall yet make further use of them, we think. I just think both of those are good.